Hi, this is Rhonda with Rhonda's Crafty Chaos, and today we are going to put this sunflower mold on this pumpkin. And I put one on it already. Isn't that going to be pretty? Then we'll paint them all a cream color and then antique it. So, thought this was a fun little process. It takes a night to dry, but it is pretty. Here's my recipe if you guys want to screenshot it. It's homemade Sculpting clay. It's just 2 cups cornstarch, 2 cups baking soda, and 2 cups water. And that's all you use, and you get this beautiful clay. This one I made yesterday. So you just have to get it and knead it and see if you need a little squirt of water in it. And if you do, just get a little mister that will just mist it. And before you work on clay, just take your pan, cooking spray, and put it on your hands. And that it helps soften your clay, and also it doesn't stick as bad. So you just see, it's not sticking now that I put a little cooking spray on it. And look how pretty that clay is. It just is so pretty. The mold I'm using is a little thicker mold, meaning when you put it on, it's got a lot of depth, so when it dries, it kind of cracks, but I'm okay with that. This is one I did a couple of days ago, and right around the sunflower it cracked out, but I just painted it and you can't even really tell. This one cracked out, I think, a little bit right there. That leaf is cracked, but that's okay. I think it'll give it more character when we put our antiquing glaze on this one. I wanted to get one done so that we could finish it. And I'll show you on this one how we put these little molds on. And this pumpkin I got after season last year at Michael's. So I didn't pay $20 for it. But I think all their stuff right now is on sale 40 or 60% off. So it's a really good deal. Okay, just take a lump of clay and kind of pinch it so it, you know, is as thick as you want it to put in the mold. So I just kind of flatten mine out a little bit. I place it on the mold, and then I just mold it into, oh, we about had a catastrophe. When you go to, you need this cooking spray again. I already did this one, but I didn't at the very first put any cooking spray in it. What I do is I just spritz a little bit on, this is just an old lid I had, just dab my brush in it. And this brush, all I use it is to oil my molds. And I just get it in all of the little crevices. And then especially in the middle, because that's got a lot of detail right there. And we'll just oil all of it. And you don't need very much. Like, I didn't spray the mold because you really don't need that much oil in them. Just enough to kind of get them shiny. Okay, that's plenty of oil. So now we've got it oiled up. You can see how shiny it is. Okay, now we will start putting our mold down. So we just want to press it into all of the little places. And this mold I got on Amazon. It was $12, and it is the prettiest mold. I love it. Of course, I love sunflowers, but I will find it and put it in my description on my Amazon store front. I'll get the link and put it in there. Anyway, you just get it and smash it in there. can use a rolling pin or whatever, but I like to turn it over and just give it a good smash from this side. Okay. And this is where you can kind of get the clay away, that it's not supposed to, you know, be in the little parts. Or the easiest way for me not to mess my mold up is I'll just take it and I turn it over like this, but then I roll it out. And it's kind of sticks on the side where the clay goes up over the mold right here. But all you have to do is just kind of gently roll it. And that's the secret, is rolling this mold out, or the clay out of the mold. Right there. So we've got it rolled out. Look how pretty the detail is on this. You guys can see that. It's so pretty. And I just take a little skewer and just get the most of it out of the little spaces. Then we could clean it up once we put it on the pumpkin a little more. Okay, so this pumpkin, I just use the Tite Bond, and I just squirt a little bit out on my tray here. And then I take the mold, flip it over on my hand, and then I just put a good amount, and I try to hit every little petal, because I really want it to stick on there. And this is kind of a tedious part because you don't want to break your mold, but you want it to get good connection to the pumpkin. So we'll just gently go over it and spread the glue out. I got a great big lump there. Okay. Get it on all the little petals and in the center. Okay, and then we're just gonna plop it down on our pumpkin, just wherever you want. And then you just gently, so you don't take the little, what is it called? Indentations and that out of the flower. You just kind of gently push it down like that. This one's kind of coming up right there. I didn't get it pushed down good enough, so I'm just going to shove some clay up in there, and nobody will ever know. That's how you can fix your mess ups too. The next day, if it's kind of coming up in a couple of places, just put some clay up in there and then just really shove it up in there, and it'll cover. Yeah, that was a crack right there that we just did, but that's got some good connection to the pumpkin. So we're going to go on. I want to make a couple of the little stems so we can put it like it's growing out of the ground. I just kind of use my thumb and push it in and pull it back to get all the extra clay off. Take that one out. And you can do 3 or 4 molds before you need to oil it again, 3 or 4 times. So we'll see how many it takes before it starts sticking again with this stem. And this clay, it's not perfect, but neither is the stuff you buy. I was using this clay also, and it cracked out too. So it's not, you know, it's not a great craft if you want it completely perfect. You'll have to go back in after it dries and kind of get the imperfections fixed with some more clay. Okay, there's 3. Let's see if we can get 4 or 5 of these little stems, because you can connect these stems like this and make a longer stem. And you just use a little bit of water. Or in my case, I use my spit because I'm a crafter. I don't have time to spray out water on a little thing. Oh dear. Sorry guys, that was too much. Anyway, keep pushing these out. I want a few little stems to go on my leaves and my flowers. I'm just going to put just a little bit more. Kind of was a little bit sticky on that one. Get that down in there. All right, we'll do one more, and that should be it, maybe. But then we're going to do some leaves and some of these little buds, and probably another big flower, because this is a big pumpkin. So we're going to want to put a little bit on it. All right, so now we're going to do a leaf. Press it in, do a little flower. Get it all pressed in good. So it makes the indentations of all these little veins and petals and everything. How's your weekend going? Or what you guys gonna do for your weekend? I think we're just gonna do yard work. Start getting things ready for fall. Can't wait for fall. That's such a fun time of year because you're so hot during the summer and just kind of want to relax and get cozy in the fall. Okay, so we got all of them, and now we'll just release them out of the molds. You guys see that? Yeah. So see how they're just falling out? This clay is so nice, and it's cheap. I mean, most people will have most of the ingredients. I mean, cornstarch and baking soda are pretty common ingredients in your house. And it's very inexpensive. So, and it's, I'm not gonna buy this clay anymore. This one was like $12 on Amazon, and I can make a lot of baking soda and cornstarch clay for $12. I can make a lot. So I'm just gonna go with this clay now. Okay, so I've got a leaf right here. So I want to, I think, connect this one up here, and then the leaf will connect right there, and then we'll kind of go down. So let's get some glue on this little stem. I want it just to come right out of the flower, and then where it's connected right there is a perfect spot for the this little leaf to come out. And we'll just kind of push it down, make sure it's connected good. We can stick another little leaf right here. I think we'll stick it like, oh, I need to get some more glue out. On the other side, kind of going down. This is really thick, awesome glue. I love it. I seen a lot of the crafters use this, and I was just using regular, just school glue, and I got this, and I love it. I got it off of Amazon also. And this big thing was only like 10 bucks. And the other ones were about the same price, but they were littler. And it was tight bond, so I just went with the bigger one. Okay, just gonna do this little one right there. It's holding that big flower. Out right there, and kind of get it going a little wonky, butt it up against that. I can put this big old leaf coming out right there. This is such a pretty mold. I love this sunflower mold. Okay. That big old leaf right there, isn't that pretty? That's looking good. Okay. Now we will find a place for this little, well, it's not a little flower, it's a good size flower, but I see some spots on this that have already shown through, which is fine with me because I kind of like the old weathered look. Okay, I'm going to put this one right there. Then we're going to put the stem coming down. I need to connect a couple of these stems together. And then put some glue. Like that, I think. Make sure everything's pushed down good. Okay, now we've got this. Put this over here. Oops. a bud of the flower. Where I push some of that clay up there, I want to clean it up before it dries. I want it to look like the flower. There. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Need to put something right here and something right here. I think I'm gonna go with just a little bud right there, one of them, this little bud. Come out too well. Get some more oil on that one. This one's got a lot of detail in it, so it was wanting to stick. Okay, we're gonna put another little stem. Okay, and then we'll put the little flower. My hands are got glue on them, so I want to stick to everything. Get another little piece of clay. I want to combine those two together. There we go. See that, how I just stuck that little piece of clay in there. Okay. Well, that's looking pretty good. We'll do a big sunflower, I think, right here. One of these. That amount of clay makes quite a bit of clay. Here's the other piece. So, get a little bit more. And when you take it out to use it, must kind of mash it in between your fingers quite a bit and get it. They say massage the clay. This is called massaging the clay. Just warms it up and gets it ready to go in the mold. I'm trying to mold these just a little thinner than I did the other ones to see if that helps from it not cracking. The other ones I molded quite thick. So I think if I maybe do it thinner, we'll find out. Okay, get that all moved down. All them little nooks and crannies. pull it out. Come on. Maybe I should have oiled it, huh? This needs a little coating. Definitely should have oiled it. We'll see if we can save it. If not, we'll do it again. It's breaking apart. Okay. Get all those pieces out of it. Okay. Give it a good oiling. Try it again. A blooper again. It's just crafting. I don't care what kind of crafter you are, you always have a blooper. Even the most skilled crafters I've watched on different station or different platforms have bloopers. All right. Okay, let's try this again. A lot better. It's got so much detail in this mold that it really tucks up in there. I tried putting cornstarch. That's what a lot of the crafters do, put cornstarch, and mine on this one just would not do it. It would not release. Let's stick some right on this little thing. Plop it down. Oh my gosh, that is the prettiest flower. I just love that flower. My little Grandma Great, that was her favorite flower. And she was the sweetest little granny. Okay, so this is what we got going on. And I don't think I'm even going to put a stem on that one. I may come in and might put one right there to finish him off. Since I have an extra one. I might just do a half of one. Smash that one a little bit. We can fix it. Gotta be careful. Tipping it over on its side. That one can use another little bit of one. Kind of got a little bent too. Okay. All right, we've got that all done. So we've got to let it dry about 24 hours. Make sure they're all kind of stuck down before you leave to let it dry. We're going to put it off to the side over here while we play with the one that's dry. And I put 2 coats of Waverly Ivory chalk paint on it. Put this in the dish so we don't dry it out. This stuff does dry fairly fast, but all right, now for the fun part of getting this. I made this little stem but it's got an ugly little thing right here. I'm gonna make a cuter stem for that, but I'm gonna put a bow and some what's it called? Spanish moss on it, so you won't even see it. So we are going to start dirtying this up. I haven't decided if I want to use just the Waverly Antique wax or if I want to use the other wax I have. These ones. This is a black charcoal, and this is a dark wax. Haven't decided which one. I can find my big brush. That might decide for me. I don't see my big stippling brush over here. I've got it on the other side, so I'm just going to use this wax from Waverly, and we'll just put it in with this great big stiff bristle, and so it'll get in all the nooks and crannies. And we'll need a whole bunch of paper towels. We'll work on one, and then we'll use them to wipe off as we go. Okay, here it goes. I think after I put this on, I'm going to maybe go in with the white or the yellow on the flower, just a little bit of a highlight on them. We'll have to see how well this, I want to get all the white covered completely. No little white specks at all. We'll just do a section at a time. Because I don't want it to dry on there. Oh, look at the magic. Look at the magic. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I love this mold. Get into all the little dark spots. You can go back in and put more wax on this. So if you take off more than you want, so we'll just kind of dry it like that and keep going. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh. So in love. Can't wait for this great big one. Do it. Oh, it's gonna be gorgeous. This works perfect. This kind of brush or even a stipple brush would have worked really good. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so gorgeous. Get it in all of the little corners and on the bottom. Okay, let's wipe it off again. Oh, heck, that is so pretty. I love it. Look at that sunflower. That is gorgeous. If you get a spot that you don't like, just go back in with your wax and just wipe it off again. Got a part that's too dark and it's dry or drying, you can go right back in with it. This one has such deep little crevices, that little bud flower. I still could see a little white. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Let's do the handle. Now that is pretty. That is so pretty. Look at that. And that had a great big huge gap around here and looked terrible, but just filling it in with paint, the wax went into all the little cracks in this. There's a little crack that goes right there, but it makes it look rustic and so gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna clean my hands up a little bit. It's a waste to get your nails done when you're a crafter. I just use a little press-on nails. I can just break them off and put more on and not feel bad. You can even get them at the dollar store. I just buy them by the big packages on Amazon. We live out in the middle of nowhere, so Amazon is our go-to for a lot. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. Just a couple little spots here and there that I've missed, like that right there. I'll just go in and wipe it off. Little spot right there. Oh, that was so pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so I'll get Spanish moss. Do a little bit around the top. And then we'll put a bow. This is just to cover this ugly stem I have right here, the bottom of it. I didn't love it. So we'll cover that up. I don't want to do too big of a bow, but I want to do something. So I'm going to do some of my ripped. Actually, I'm going to use this. I think it's that, what is it called? Sheer. Can't remember what they're called. Sorry, something. I was going to use some raffia, but I can't remember where I put it. There it is. Reorganizing my craft room. Sometimes you don't remember where you put stuff. So just use a couple of streamers of this. Some of this. My little Bodabra. Or maybe not. Or I think it could have just been right here. Well, we'll just put it in our hands like this, because I'm not going to do too much of it. This is another way I just do bows too, is you just wrap them around your hand. Just crunch this up. I want to divide it out a little bit so it's not so, I want it littler, skinnier pieces. And we'll just get them and do the same thing. If I can find all the ends. Just kind of get them going. Get our bow. Have to do it again. That'd be cute, I think. But I think on this stuff, I just take one of the little longer pieces, wrap it around, and then just feed it right through one of the loops, and it usually will stay for you like that. And kind of crunch it up. And on our bow, we're still struggling here. There we go. I want to put that one in the back. Yeah. Okay. And we'll take a piece of our jute, or our, what is this stuff called? Raffia. And just tie it together with it. Don't pull it too hard because it will break. See, that made a cutest little simple bow. I'm gonna dovetail the ends. I don't know where I picked up these little scissors, but they're about worthless for this kind of stuff. See, just a little simple bow. I don't want to take away from the pumpkin. So cute. And there you go. How cute is that? I love it. I think it turned out really cute. I hope you guys will try this. Just get you a couple little simple molds and make your clay, and just take an old pumpkin that you already have and make you the cutest little shelf sitter. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Thank you. And please like and subscribe to my channel if you liked what you've seen. Bye-bye.